Step into the shadows of the dark and the wicked, where a chilling horror unfolds. Brace yourself for an atmosphere thick with grief and dread, as a family unravels secrets and faces an unseen malevolence that shatters their lives. Driven by their ailing father's twilight illness, Louise and Michael return to the sprawling Texas farm they once called home. But upon arrival, their mother's demeanor chills them to the bone. Disturbed and insistent, she pushes them to leave, whispering cryptic warnings. That night, a horrifying silence descends as their mother is found hanging in the barn. Was it a desperate act of her own will, or something far more sinister lurking in the shadows of the farm? Louise and Michael piece together the chilling puzzle of their mother's demise. Whispers from their father's enigmatic nurse fuel their unease. A chilling discovery follows in the form of their mother's diary, its pages etched with chilling pronouncements of a nameless, demonic force preying on their father. Grief hangs heavy as Louise and Michael bury their mother. A new character, Father Thorn, claiming a past connection to their mother, enters their lives. Meanwhile, their neighbor Charlie experiences a horrific vision, a spectral Louise self-harming and muttering cryptic words. Driven to the brink, Charlie takes his own life with a gunshot, leaving Louise and Michael entangled in a web of unsettling mysteries and unseen forces. Reaching out to Father Thorn's number, Louise seeks answers about his unnerving visit, only to be met with a stranger's denial, claiming they've never met and reside in a different state. Fear for their father's well-being intensifies, prompting the siblings to call a doctor. Their plea to move him to a hospital for better care is met with a grim verdict. His condition is critical, and the journey itself could be fatal. Morning dawns as the nurse arrives to care for their ailing father, offering a brief respite. But this fragile hope shatters when Louise discovers Michael missing, abandoning her to face the nightmare alone. His phone call urging her escape comes moments too late. The possessed nurse unleashes a frenzy of self-harm with knitting needles, targeting Louise before turning the deadly tools on herself. Michael races home, only to be met with a nightmare tableau. His wife and daughters lie lifeless in the kitchen, victims of a seemingly self-inflicted tragedy. Meanwhile, back at the farm, Louise stirs awake to her dying father and the encroaching darkness. His final breath coincides with the arrival of the demon, who claims her next. How will Michael and Louise react to this demonic presence? Will they succumb to despair, rendering themselves easy targets, or will they channel their rage into a desperate fight for survival? Will they seek revenge, or will they strive to protect those they love, even if it means confronting an enemy beyond comprehension? To sum up, why you should watch The Dark and the Wicked. Atmosphere and realism. The director Bryan Bertino creates an atmosphere of suffocating tension and realism that deeply affects the viewer. Sadness, fear, and paranoia create a dark landscape where existential questions and moral dilemmas come to the fore. Psychological thriller. Forget jump scares. The Dark and the Wicked focuses on the psychological side of horror, building a sense of unease and fear that slowly burns. Performances. The performances of the actors are excellent, with Marin Ireland and Michael Abbott Jr. standing out. Their chemistry and the authenticity of their emotions give flesh and bone to the characters and make the film even more convincing. A different take on horror, the film does not follow the cliches of the genre. It offers a more mature and realistic look at horror, touching on themes such as sadness, loss, and religiosity. To face your fears, The Dark and the Wicked is not a movie to have a good time. It is a movie that will shake you up and make you face your fears. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more horror movie reviews. Also feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the movie and its meaning. What did you think of the atmosphere, the story, and the performances? What do you think the film is trying to say? Thank you for watching my review of The Dark and the Wicked. Until next time, stay safe and don't be afraid to embrace your fear.